You got it, Linux Witch. Woohoo. Nicely done. Hope you're having a good day. Yes, it is still for another 13 minutes. Approximately. Already hit the restaurant supply store. What'd you pick up there? Ooh, are you gonna do some dyeing? Exciting stuff. Nothing in hometown. Yeah. It's really annoying. The most, hi, Claire Bear. The closest place to go shop for practically anything like department store wise or any of that is over in Washington. So, of course, you know, if you do that, then you're going to pay sales tax on everything except for like fresh food. Ah. Yeah, we're having some trouble with Maggie's skin, and so we're gonna have to start bathing her more frequently and using some stuff to help her get over this. She's got a bit of a yeast overgrowth. And that could be also somewhat like food related. It could be allergies that are sort of like spurring it on. So unfortunate. We've talked about this because their food does affect things like that. How does the dog do? How does she do with the high-speed dryer? Willow's on allergy pills now. She had the skin and yeasty issues. Yeah. Yeah. Do you put one of those happy hoodies on her? Does she freak or is she cool with it? One course of steroids and all ABX cleared that up. Yeah, we had Maggie on some steroids and stuff, and it definitely helped. She's good with the dryer. Oh, good. A lot of dogs do not like that kind of stuff. Our little pups don't really like baths very much, but they will tolerate it. She doesn't like baths at all. She doesn't like running water, so I have to run the bath and then turn the water off, put her in, and then wash her. And I smear peanut butter all over the tile in the bathtub. Grain and poultry food and $3 prescription. So far, so good. Oh, good. Grain and poultry free food. Like no grains, no poultry. Baths every 3 to 4 weeks. Yours will jump into the tub willingly. Oh my God, I wish. If you don't have some distraction in there for Maggie, she's trying to get out the entire time and she weighs 100 pounds. Pure Balance lamb and fava bean. I'm gonna have to look into that. Yeah, poor Maggie just has trouble keeping the yeast at bay. Her ears get real bad. In between her toes, you know, the typical places. Anyways, here I am. axolotl onesie glory. The heck? What is life? I forget who suggested this gift in the throne, but Pix was the one who snagged it off the throne. So thanks, Pix. I love you. It is comfy. I could just, you know, can we change the category to I'm only sleeping? Ah! I was just resting my eyes. No, I have to work on this commission. Because some people were very, very feisty last night. And thank you. And heck you. And thank you for your support. And how dare you? You sweet, dear troublemakers. Seriously, though, I'm pretty sure Brenda might even have, like, this exact onesie. So we are becoming each other. Waves says silent hello. Oh, no. Ella, I'm sorry, friend. I love you. Do you have some, can you make, like, hot tea? That's what's in my cup right now. Hey, Seabuzz. How are you? Oh, no. Gift bot. No. Wait. No. Doesn't help, but you do. I don't know. Sometimes it's even just the comfort factor, right? Man, I really wish I could go to TwitchCon Europe. It'd be so fun to be able to meet you. And a bunch of other people. Is anybody else that we know going, Ella, who you're going to be able to meet up with there? One day, Ella. Whoppy! I was going to say I'd be surprised if Whoppy didn't go, but I mean, you never know. There could be some conflict or something like that. How you doing today, Seabus? What do you mean nerf for the alert bot thingy? Nerfing is not for that. I am attempting to get it restarted. I might not have remembered to restart it this morning. There we go. If I leave it open all night, it doesn't typically do very well the next day. So I hope everybody's doing good. Thank you so much if you were here last night or if you were here yesterday when I streamed from the shop. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys found that fun. Hobbs and I were talking about this morning, like how we could maybe make that work in the future. You know, I do have concern about not wanting to make customers uncomfortable being filmed. So, you know, that is something that I would definitely want to be trying to pay attention to and not in whatever way possible, at least making sure people know that we're filming. But I don't know that I would do it the way that we did it yesterday in general if we were filming from the shop. I think what I would probably be trying to do is more of a fly on the wall type of thing. A lot of redeems and things would just like be turned off, but y'all could hang out and watch what goes on. And then I think to myself, well, maybe that is why a different channel would be better. Already in the onesie. Must be a good day. That's because it just arrived. And I owed you all a onesie. Thank you for reminding me. I owed you all a onesie redeem from last night. And I figured, well, you know, we could spin the wheel and all, but seeing as I have a new one, why not? How you doing today, Wiffle? Okay. We looked at your progress last night, Seabus. And we were talking about you. You're doing okay, trying to be productive. Speaking of onesies, you're waiting to find out which one you're wearing next. Wait, what? Yeah, they practically did a like a level, like I don't know what percentage of level 7 hype train, just cheering 69 bits at a time. Bunch of wholesome miscreants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Increase. Yes. Oh, awesome. Do you have to do that like for a whole stream or something, Seabus? What is happening? Oh boy. Pix Daddy for Ambazadi's in here saying, imagine crocheting. Mm-hmm. Imagine indeed. Am I messing this up? I totally am. I was repeating the previous round. Dope. Libby, is this a sign? Should I just quit crocheting forever? After some matzo soup. Hi, Marianas. You came into, you know, whatever this is all of the time. It's fine. Thank you for the biddies, Ian. I appreciate you. Wayne? Wayne! We love you, Wayne! Oh my god, hi, Bex! Wow, thank you for the tier 3. Bex, thank you so much for your tier 3 resub. That is 3 rubber chickens for your tier 3 resub for squeezing them 15 whole times. Ready into 1, and 2, and 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's lovely to see you. Yes. Okay, now, seriously. I love you guys. Chill. I do appreciate the support. You know that. Hi, Reese Cup. Exclamation point project if you want to know what pattern I'm using. Oh, just one. Just one. So this is, I posted, never underestimate like the power of just sort of putting it out there into the universe that you know, are available or have things that you want to do or whatever for like, you know, especially stuff like, you know, art commissions and all that junk. You might think like, oh, nobody's going to see this. Nobody's going to care. I quickly posted a link to my shop on my personal Facebook, just as like a little, hey, this exists. And if any of you would want to support a friend who's an artist, you know, here's where you can find my stuff. And I didn't get a sale from the shop, but I got a message from a dear friend saying, hey, I would love to commission you to make a tuxedo cat for my friend. And I was like, heck yeah. What's going on today, Smokey? Regarding the project, you ended up getting a scroll frame and the floor stand for it since it's a much bigger project than what you've worked on so far. You ended up getting it from your mom. Oh, wow. Who had a loop stitch project that was chilling on it for the last 37 or 38 years? Oh, my goodness. Hi, Chen. I love you, Chen. Hugs right back to you.
This is not a train. It's a landboat and it's on fire.
I'm working! 83% of level 2. That's because of your amazing extra support, Bex. Hashtag Flean 9.5. When we hit the bit goal, I will do a you guys. I'll do just a sticker, a single sticker giveaway. What hype train? Hi, Eli. First, we need to shout out Ella. You need motivation to rip back about 10 rows and finish this blanket. Oh, no. And then...
Just do it!
there's other people here, too, who you should follow. good, Eli. They're trying to chaos, and I'm just forging ahead. Thank you guys for starting a hype train. Eli, at 2, Eli.
487.
At 2. Thank you for the 487 bits, Eli. That's very sweet. Hi, pandas. I haven't put your thing in yet, but I will. Get out of here, Ella. Get out. You do not have to contribute, but I appreciate you. Thank you. And your parents are so sweet, Eli, and we really appreciate your family supporting our small business. So are you guys, are we good? 8% of level 3. You guys have 3.5 minutes on the clock. I love you too. Yeah, I had a good time being there yesterday. I enjoyed it. We were talking about, like, you know, how do we make that happen more? Maybe I run the Pokemon tournaments and stuff like that. And just sort of having, you know, multiple people there and familiar with the shop's general sort of procedures and all that stuff just being a good thing. And, you know, that we all have different approaches to interacting with customers. And, you know, I'm definitely the more social between me, my husband, and our business partner. And he's great with people, don't get me wrong, but he's not a true, like, a natural extrovert like I am. If you guys complete level 3, I will add the axolotl. No. Level 3 is jumping jacks. Level 3 is 50 jumping jacks. Level 4 is onesie spin. So you could force me to continue to wear the onesie. What was I gonna say? And then level 5 is a $10 donation to the charity of Chat's choice between 1000 Dreams Fund, Big Table, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and Starlight Children's Foundation. Yeah, we're so lucky, Eli, that people are happy to support and come into the shop because, you know, we understand people have a lot of choices for where they can purchase the stuff that we sell. Like, for example, you know, if it's Magic the Gathering, you can't get a lot of that stuff. You can pre-order the Outlaws of Thunder Junction stuff right now online, but you can't get it in a shop or online. You can't just, like, actually purchase that stuff right now. You have to come to a gameplay store. No, not currently, Bex. Not currently. We have a TCG player profile, and occasionally when Hubs comes across cards that he thinks will do better online, he'll put 1 or 2 of them up there. It's for a competition. A competition? Wow. You're so nice, pandas. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words. Smokey, did you get some raiding done on Saturday? Probably. Eli!
Blue heart.
Eli, thank you. Sub hype for Eli. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for resubbing for 5 months. Eli, that's amazing. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for the 33% of level 3 hype train. 333. Here is 5 rubber chicken squawks for you, Eli. I really appreciate it. What's going on, Magic and Comic? How are you? Welcome in. Thank you, Eli. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Thanks. So sweet. And we are definitely going to have the 60-40 split starting May 1st. Thank you, everybody who subs to the channel, no matter what tier you're at. Some of you are... Oh, dear.
Nice.
Oh, no. Oh, my. Oh, boy. Hello, Robot Wizard. Robot Wizard, why?
Nice.
Thank you, Robot Wizard. We did this last night. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Nice.
5. Thank you. You waited for after the hype train? Why, so I wouldn't have to do jumping jacks? Thanks, Robot Wizard. In an axolotl onesie? Come on, why not? You were wildin' last night, Robot Wizard. Thank you. I appreciate all the support. I really do. I don't even think it would be difficult for me to count how many times you did that last night. Thank you very much. And everybody else that did it. Between you, Blapple, Mirror, there was a lot of people doing it, but you almost broke my stuff. No worries, Eli. Hey, listen, I really appreciate you supporting the channel. The next level for Plus program, and I need to make a command for that. The next level for Plus program is 300 points 3 months in a row. That's quite an accomplishment, and many of our friends have made it, and that is awesome. And I am super happy for them. And I'm thrilled that we've made it to level 1. Level 2 is something I'd love to see the channel be able to achieve at some point, but I want it to happen organically. I don't want anyone to be signing up for anything that they can't actually afford, or that they don't. It's okay if tier 3 seems like, geez, that's kind of a lot for subscribing to a Twitch channel. I understand. Some of you are like, yep, totally worth it. And I'm humbled. And I know many of you might want to do that, but you can't. And so it's totally okay if a tier 1 sub is so appreciated. Any support for the channel is very much appreciated. And that includes, and to me, it's just as important to thank you for being in here and spending time in here. I'm saying thank you for adding to our plus points total. If you are monetized on the platform, they are revamping Plus program, which was only open to partners and also required 350 plus points 3 months in a row, which is paid recurring subscriber points. They are February, March, and April are qualifying months for the new version of the program, which starts May 1st, where if you receive 100 paid recurring sub points for 3 months in a row, you get 60-40. You get a 60-40 revenue split on tier 1, on at least on subs. You get a 60-40. It doesn't apply to bits. Well, bits, I mean, bits aren't, we don't get revenue share from bits. We get revenue, basically. The viewer pays the markup up front on bits. So, for example, if you're affiliated, right, you only get 50-50 on everything. So if you get a tier 1, you get approximately 250. It's a little less than that after they take out processing fees and the like. On tier 2, Robot Wizard. Affiliates get 50-50. Partners get 60-40. On tier 3s, affiliates get 50-50. Partners get 70-30. But really what they're looking for is to see that you are creating content that motivates people to want to pay to subscribe themselves. Gift subs don't count. Primes don't count. Yeah, the split is taken when the viewer pays. $7 for $5 worth of bits. But the increased revenue share is huge for everybody. Yes, like I said, partners get a higher rev share on higher tier subscriptions, but this would apply to everything so that we would be getting a minimum of 60-40 on all subs and gifted subs. And 10% might not seem like a lot, but it adds up quickly. And you all helped us do that here. Anybody who is a paid recurring subscriber, you helped us achieve that goal. So we will have 60-40 locked in for an entire year starting May 1st, which is awesome. They have 2 levels to the new program that starts May 1st. This new iteration of the program has 2 levels. Level 2 requires 300 points 3 months in a row. Last month, we were more than halfway there. Virtually claps other chatters on the back. I mean it, though. You guys have to believe in what we do here. You have to care about it. You have to find value in it. And then you have to make the decision to hit the button and subscribe. And I would honestly encourage, if you are subbed at tier 1 and you have the funds to do something like gift a 5-bomb to somebody, if they're trying for Plus program, consider upgrading your tier instead. Even if you decided to upgrade to tier 2, you could sub 3 months in advance or 6 months and you get a discount. So wait until your sub's about to run out. And then upgrade it then, because when you upgrade tiers, it does not prorate and it starts right then. So get your money's worth for your previous month's subscription and then update when it's about to end. You can not to my knowledge. You can gift multiple months at tier 1 up to 12 months. Lurking and working, I love you a lot. I love you, One Love. Thank you, One Love. Yeah, it's 1, 3, 6 are the increments. Yes, you can only pay 6 months in advance for self-subs. Gift subs can be 3, 6, or 12. Eli!
420.
Thank you, Eli.
It's the one and only double G.
I love that. I love that video so much. I don't know why. I just think that clearly the gremlins are the bad guys in that movie, but they're so entertaining.
Robot Wizard 122
Another
gifted a tier 1 sub to Chat Gremlin.
Robot Wizard, thank you for gifting a sub to Chat Gremlin. Yes, Impact, I did. I mean, I'm tired today, but it's okay. If it's for a reason like having a blast with you guys until just a little bit too late, I'll take it. I've spent many nights not getting enough sleep for much worse reasons.
Another one.
Thank you, Barbershop.
Bricks O'Brien gifted a tier 1 sub to Humane Wizard. They have given 2 gift subs in the channel.
Wait, did TTS call it Humane Wizard? As opposed to Inhumane Wizard? I mean, Brian, thank you. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you, Brian, jumping in there to make sure to troll the streamer with a sub. I appreciate you. Y'all.
Another one.
Thank you, Barbershop.
Pickstudy4 Ambazadi gifted a tier 1 sub to Nota Wizard. They have given 75 gift subs in the channel.
You guys didn't get this out of your system last night. Thank you very much. The trifecta, yes. Brian, when is your? Oh my goodness.
Thank you for the sub.
Robot
I
Wizard
am trying to talk to
122
Brian, who
gifted
is
a
part
tier
of
1
this.
sub to
Brian,
Actually a
the
Wizard.
quad. Brian, when is the book going to be for sale to available to the general public through the site? Not just the wholesale and all that, but when can people buy the book? End of May, early June. No, you guys! You just want to see me dance to the Axolotl onesie. Oh, I'm so old. No, not yet. Not yet. It's time to talk. Does that button have to get more expensive? It does have pockets. It does have pockets. It's comfy. It's very comfy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you. You would pay up to 69 bits for it? Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna sit down now. Oh, wait! I gotta take the onesie off. It's a rubber chicken thing. Yeah, I'm excited for you, B. I think what you're doing is really cool. I've told you this before. I won't go on and on about it.
Ooh.
Thank you for the 68 bits. There is no redeem for that. You totally didn't clip part of it? Oh, join the club. We're being cheated!
Ooh.
Thank you. Thank you for the 68-bit cheer and the 70-bit cheer. Yes. Thank you. I don't want to hear it. We're being cheated. I don't want to hear it because I sat here in the onesie for a while before starting the timer. Okay? It's fine. All right. Look. I could have taken it off to reveal this. Oh my God. Like, seriously, I can hear my husband. If I ever wear this shirt in front of him, he's gonna be like, who's that guy? I'm gonna be like, oh, please. It's Giorgio. I'll be like, it's Giorgio from the meme. I'll just tell him it's the guy from the meme. There we go. Anyways, I think that was Krusty. I think Krusty was responsible for that. Yes, end of May, early June. Please come. Please check out. Please go to. Are you sharing the website with people yet? Can we tell people where the website is? Is it up and running? Do you have info there? What's going on with that, Brian? And then I'll quit telling everybody to support you, nerd. I do. I really love what Brian is doing. I think it's really great. And as a parent, I appreciate there are people out there, you know, creating content that isn't like toxic clickbait for kids and young people. You're excited to get the Kickstarter rewards. Me too. I am. I want to have my husband look at it, and see if he thinks that it'd be something that would we might want to carry at the shop. Okay. I'm not making any promises, and I know you're not asking, but I would love to. So you like my oh, thank you. You have the Amazon pre-order link if that's helpful. Yes, do it. I would love it if you would share it. Okay, please. You absolutely have my blessing. There we go. Pre-order on Amazon. That's hardcover or paperback. This is for Pro Gamer's Guide to Making Friends, which releases June 25th, 2024. This is a pre-order. Hardcover is $19.99. Paperback is $14.99. If you have Amazon Prime, you get free shipping. And then Pro Gamer's Guide to Making Friends is already available. The age range for these books is about 4 to 9 years old, according to the website. But I think, it's probably not a bad thing to have these conversations. Again, even if you have in the past about, healthy relationships online and conduct and all that other stuff. Even with your kids that are a little bit older. So maybe, you buy it and you have your 14-year-old who's really into playing Helldivers and Lethal Company right now, read it to his sister. Will this work if I get rid of all the extra stuff? No, it didn't work. Ignore that link. How do I share it without the 700,000 extra characters? Poop. Ignore that link, please. That's not going to take you there. I found it. Copy link. There. That will take you straight to it, and it's not an eyesore. So that's the first book that Brian wrote with Kevin Hinkle as the illustrator, which I love the illustrations. They're really great. And also, when you go to Brian's streams, there are some crochet versions of the characters that a friend of Brian's made that are really cool. Not a 100 million character link. Yeah, I know. Again, that there are people out there making an effort to make content like this, printed, video format, whatever, to encourage, again, like healthy online habits, and stuff to do with gaming and all that. It is really important. And kids are more likely to listen to somebody who they look up to, think is cool, who's like a personality about certain things, maybe. Or I should say, maybe not more likely, but it doesn't hurt at all to have someone maybe reinforce those values of like, hey, there's nothing wrong with walking away from a bad situation online, just choosing not to participate in it. Or, hey, if people are asking you for your personal information, you need to make that stop right away. Find an adult, a trusted adult, and tell them, looking out for themselves and for other people too. So, again, internet interaction is part of modern life, and we have to help our kids learn how to navigate it. And it's, again, having a good example like Brian. They both go to the second book, not the first one. What? Making friends. This one is available. Isn't it? Wait, hold on. Healthy Habits. Where's Healthy Habits? I picked the wrong link. It's my fault. It's not Brian's fault. He didn't do anything wrong. It was me. I got it. Here. Mima! Brian! It's not my fault. They have similar titles, similar covers. Freaking blah, 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 blah. Look at me. I'm 9.5. I've got something to say. That one was released on April 4th, 2023. You can order the book from the second link that I put in chat. It's because it's a series. I worked at a library. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, pre-order. First book found here. Thank you, Ella. No, of course. Of course. And like I said, I think a lot of kids, my own eldest child included, they have aspirations to become content creators. That wasn't a thing when I was a kid, unless you are just counting, standard film and television entertainment. A lot of kids these days think that being a content creator sounds really cool. And it is, and it's a great job, and it's really fun, and it can be really rewarding, but it is hard work, and it does involve learning how to set boundaries. And if you are not exercising a lot of the principles that are outlined by something like what Brian does as a content creator, you end up with burnout, or you end up in really unhealthy, even sometimes dangerous situations. So it's super important to have these conversations with kids. And something like this can jumpstart it in a way where it doesn't just feel like the parent is lecturing them, because I think that's a big part of the problem. The clandestine activity is especially important to outline why it's not safe, because there are people who will take advantage. And I don't even want to go there right now because it's so hard to think about. But there are people who do not have kids' best interests at heart. And even if it's just, the online bullying and stuff, that is a real big problem. And it's a problem everywhere now, not just in affluent households or neighborhoods. Everybody has smartphones. Social media is a part of daily life for a lot of people in a lot of places, like especially, the United States. There's a lot of that. And people become really stuck in that echo chamber of negativity. I love you too, Ella. Have a great, have a good sleep. Everyone, exclamation point, Nine Eyes. Thank you for your help. I love you. I hope you feel better. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. So not only am I happy to support Brian because he's a great friend and he's supported us here, but because I actually find value in what he's doing. So just don't tell him I said that. I'll be right back. I need a sweatshirt. For the
maybe
Fine.
9 is the most competitive person I know for a gamer.
All right, we have ads in a minute and a half, so if
what's
anybody
it
has
come
not
to?
yet and you would like to, you should post in the show and tell. All right. Keep overachieving. You're excited to have the new one for your gamer nieces, 9 and 10, and they both struggle socially. They don't get it from their shy aunt or anything. Oh, no. Hey, but we've already established this. It's... Like, if you just wandered in and I didn't know you and you called me Mima, I'd probably just ban you. And not because I'm, like, sensitive about my age, but because typically that's not going to end well. But I know you. And I make fun of myself for being old and being on this platform. So yeah, there is, you know, but this is part of the conversation that you're trying to start with kids. Is like, hey, there is such a thing as healthy, good-natured, and within certain limits, teasing each other and having a good laugh at ourselves and each other together. But where it crosses the line is when someone's clearly uncomfortable or they've asked you to stop and you don't. So. Your bald spot will be the point of banter. Oh my. Listen, Brian, you're not alone. A few hours. In a few years or a few hours. The subtle self-promotion. You gotta love it. Because there's also the self-deprecation. See, that's how you do it, chat. Please do follow Brian. Please. All razzing aside. I do. I think Brian's awesome. Checks and balances. Right, yeah. So you can't get in trouble for it if you're making fun of yourself in the same message, right? Not that I really am like, we're not that strict about it here. We have ads right now for about 3 minutes. I'll be right back and then we'll do show and tell. Thank you guys.
Lotus, it's okay, Lotus. It's okay. A lot of people don't notice me. I still love you, Lotus.
Just
Don't worry. It's like a lot of things. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Oh, thank you. Well, you know, I'm merely the canvas.
Oh my goodness, you look so gorgeous.
Ooh.
Yes. Them. You look really nice tonight. Me.
Thank you. Yeah.
There's a kid screaming in the background.
Mom, can you touch this?
I could put. Hold on. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, it's such a mess in here. Yeah! You're in there with me! Alright. Lego explosion. Nothing unusual. Everything is fine. This is fine. Not distracting at all. Alright. You ready? Maybe we don't need this to be such a large piece of tape. So this is a game to you guys, huh? You think this is all just fun and games? There's people out here with reputations at stake as Stream Raiders partners. I need to see everything. Thank you for staying through the ad breaks. I appreciate the support for the channel. If you're not subbed, that is supporting the channel. Even if you have a turbo subscription and you don't get ads, if you're here when we run an ad break, you count as ad impression credit, and I appreciate that very much. Some months the ad revenue is enough to cover an entire utility bill and then some. It depends. You know, that's maybe on a month when we have some additional viewership in the channel due to like an event or something like that. But regardless, it all adds up. And I know that, get it? It all adds up. Bye, everyone. It's been a good 5 years. Seabus is like, no, you have to look at my project first, at least. Cross-stitching for more than bragging rights is coming right along. You're on the second row of lettering for the outlines. This is awesome, Seabus. Excited for you, friend. Again, I'm so proud of you that you just kind of killing it with the cross-stitch stuff. I know, Chen. Hey, it's all good, Chen. I love you. More progress for Seabus. As of about 1:30 in the morning, I was totally not still awake at 1:30 in the morning. Nope, not me. Not at all. Belle's made a bunch of playing card sized paintings. Very cool. These are the little witches that Belle's is famous for, and I love them. And it's definitely like, as soon as I see one of these, I know it's a Belle's piece, which I think is really great. You know, maybe it's hard for a lot of people to find something that they could consider their niche, that they're okay with doing over and over and over again. I understand that. Some people are like, nope, I need variety. I can't paint the same thing. But other people, you know, it becomes sort of like a trademark of theirs. And I think this is very recognizable. I love... there is something very charming about these. And the shapes are simple, but... I don't know. I just get the feeling from Belle's that there is like genuine affection for these little witches. And Belle's is an awesome friend of the channel. If you're not following, please do drop a follow and hang out. Belle's is also so super supportive of other artists. We have that redeem in here that's called it has more and more in it. It's called Nerd Alert, and you can redeem it to shout someone else out. And Bells comes in and takes advantage of that almost every single time that they are here. And not just takes advantage of it, like meaning like hits the button and puts a name in, but types out a very thoughtful, you know, as if Bells was live, gives a written version of what I would consider to be a really sweet and genuine and thoughtful personal shout out. Not just, hey, shout out to so-and-so, and then moving right on to the next thing. Like, details why their content is valuable, why you have a reason to go there. And that's important. And it's one reason why I have taken to doing things like that, as opposed to just blanket shouting out people right and left whenever I see them in chat. Only because I just feel like it's not as effective, and I want people to actually come and follow you. And this is not me trying to say that people shouldn't do things the way that they want to do them. They should do their shout outs and they should run their communities exactly how they see fit. And I think it's lovely to show support to other people that way. But I feel like we have so many of you that are streamers that if I did that, it would just be a nonstop thing. And then it becomes white noise and it's not as meaningful. And I don't think that people are getting followers after a while from that. If it's just like a barrage, you know? So that's the way I choose to do things. But I respect and understand that everybody's going to do things the way they want to in their own channels. And I am very thankful anytime I get a shout out from someone. Any and every time. Whether it's while I'm live, while I'm not live. You know, there are people who are very consistent in shouting this channel out. And I understand that that comes from a place of loving what we do here and supporting us. And again, like I said, Bells is not only a really awesome artist, but the kind of person who clearly, it's not just like, oh, I'm just passing through. All these shout outs are, as I mentioned, they give you the why. You know? Oh, look at you go. Look at you go, Ian. This is a new work in progress from Ian, who has been really loving the Tunisian. Gosh, I did that tutorial with Kim and Pix, and I enjoyed it, and I like Tunisian, but I think you might be more of an expert in Tunisian pretty quickly here than I am. Not an expert at all, but what are you making? What's this gonna be? And that looks like it's I can't read this. Is it a 8.5 millimeter hook? Is this worsted weight yarn? What are we making? What kind of yarn is it? I have so many questions. Piece number 1 done. But what is it? Oh, okay. All good. If you're just kind of showing your process, that's totally fine. Please excuse the mess. Don't worry. My kitchen is, oh my God, how cool is this? Chen. Oh. It's a 3.5 millimeter hook? Whoa. With worsted in Tunisian? Chen, this is so heckin' cool. How long did this take you? And then so like, what's inside of here? Inside of the boat? The like body of the boat here. What's inside of there? Did you build a frame for it? I forget how you did this. It's not stuff, right? To me, this looks like there might be some sort of a flat piece inside of it. Is it stuff? With polyfill? How did you... Cardboard and stuffing. Well, yeah, I was going to say, it looks like you have a flat panel underneath the stitches right here. This is way cool. Now, here's another question. Is this from a pattern or did you come up with this on your own? I love it. Okay, Ian. I'm interested to see if, if you do end up finishing it, I'm interested to see what it is. Oh, young panda, this is so cute. Oh my goodness. How adorable is this? I love it. It started off with a pattern, but you're you're not good at sticking to patterns. This is so cute. Panda, do you sell these in a shop? Can we please have the link to your shop? I'm fascinated by the actual, like, sewed plushies. Because to me, that sounds like it would be harder than crocheting, which is funny, right? Because all you're doing is sewing pieces together with a... Is this machine sewed, hand sewed, or a combination? It looks like this part is probably machine sewed on right here with this border around it. Combination. I feel like most plushie makers have to do a combination because there's just parts that it would be impossible to get a sewing machine in there, really. Right? Like little tight corners and things. And then, like, you got to stuff it, and then the nose and eyes are embroidered. Very cool. Yeah, I can see, like, this is embroidery right around the snout or the muzzle, whatever. So cool. If you're selling them finished plushies, Young Panda, please don't hesitate to put the link in the chat because clearly you have people who are interested. Oh my gosh, look it. You're planning to do one with non-curly material in the future. I just think they're so cute. And, we have so many plushies in our house. And many of them are crocheted by me. Hi, Maka. How are you? Many of them are crocheted by me, but we don't have any handmade, like, fabric plushies. Do you make baby pandas? Perhaps. Says Plaid Pandas. And, your name is Young Panda Crafts. I fart to make them. That's an interesting technique. Butt spot. Yes. Thank you. I hope you're having a good time zone, Maka. Hope you had a good weekend. Maybe they're a robotic hamster. Could be. Anything is possible. Buttspot in top form today. Yes. Anyone else have anything they're planning on posting in here? If not, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work. What's going on, Christy? How are you? Oh, wait. So then... I forget. Oh, no. What does the pattern say? This is a paid pattern from a designer called Peaky Craft. One, 3, for uh-oh. Uh-oh. What round am I on? Am I on round 10 or 11? Whoops. One, three, four. Ner. Oh my gosh, I can't tell. I think this is round 10. So I need to do this. Yeah, and I look, they don't sell their patterns. This particular designer only sells on Etsy. You know, I have an Etsy shop. You want to buy from me on Etsy? Great. I also, you know, sell things on other shops and would clearly rather that you paid me more and Etsy less. But they have to run their platform somehow, and I make the conscious decision to do business through their site. But if designers have a web page where they sell their patterns, or even, you know, the other third-party platforms where you can sell patterns like Ravelry or Ribbler, or Ko-fi or wherever, they're going to pay a lot less fees through sites like that. I just liked this design the best out of all the ones I looked up that were supposed to be tuxedo. I do love this designer named Hain-chan. Haincchan. I didn't want to have to reinvent the wheel as far as the markings, because the kitty that I'm doing this as an homage to is, oh wait, 2 single crochet increase. Whoops. These markings more closely resemble what the kitty looks like. 1, 2, increase. 1, 2. Oh, right. Yeah. Again, they've made their decision. If they only sell patterns through Etsy, that's them saying, yep, this is where I'm comfortable selling. And so, like, if I like their pattern, I'm just going to go ahead and buy it. Oh, wait. Hey, what's up? Masked Alaskan is here. How you doing? Now you're looking at how easy it would be to do a panda using the bear design you have. There you go. This is going to end up being a lot bigger than the original pattern, because I think the original pattern calls for DK or worsted and a much smaller hook. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. This is where I'm supposed to change color again. And I'm not using bobbins or anything like that for this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going for it. However, actually, you know what? Maybe I will not use bobbin. But I have another ball of this same black velour yarn. This is Hobie Baby Snuggle. I will say, while I love their yarns and I love ordering from Hobie, y'all have seen it on the stream. I've had a couple of instances in which I've received this particular line of yarn. So far, I haven't had any problems with not Baby Snuggle, but Honey Bunny. The Honey Bunny has been fine. I have had a couple of instances of the Baby Snuggle being like really thin. Oh, and there's a factory knot right there. Well, I guess that's somewhat easily remedied. At least it's at the beginning where I can make a decision. The beginning of where I connected this yarn, where I can make a decision that I don't want that in there. And it's not like, oh great, a factory knot that I didn't know was coming, and now here I am. So I either have to like, I don't know. But this white that I'm using is from the same batch, the same bag as the one that was not good. And I've had no problems with this one so far. Has anybody used these yarns to make anything other than plushies? Like I've made some scrunchies, but I haven't made any wearables or anything. You've really been working on your ramping up your confidence to start selling your stuff. So you've enjoyed lurking the mocos finally and just taking in all the info. Yeah. Look, here's the thing. A lot of times people aren't even, they're not looking for perfection. Like, sure, they want the thing to be well made and all that. Like, you know, they don't want it to like fall apart. But when people are buying handmade stuff from you, they are not expecting you know, I don't know. I'm trying to encourage you. I'm not doing a very good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, like you're probably thinking harder about it than they ever will. They're going to be so happy they got something handmade from somebody. You know what I mean? Like, we are our own worst critics. People are a lot of people are willing to pay more for something that someone made with love. And you know, it's like, well, if it looks perfect, then there's kind of almost this like suspicion of it in a way, right? The other logistical stuff.
Thanks to Admiro_B for my sub gift. Queen 9. Empress 9. Overlord 9. You are breathtaking.
Overlord. I think you misspelled Sweatlord. And you forgot 9fluencer. But thank you, Ballot, for 19 months. That's not possible, and it's also been way longer than that. You're amazing. I appreciate the heck out of you. Bows to the Overlord influencer. 19 months. We have to squeeze this rubber chicken 19 times. Thank you, Ballon. I appreciate you. Thank you for being such an awesome teammate and friend. And no, don't say that. Get out of here. Nerve. Get nerve. 1 and a 2 and a 3. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 rubber chicken squawks for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And get nerfed. I'm good. How are you doing? How's the family? Your weekend excitement is you picked up 21 chickens and 12 chicks. Wow, Panda. That's very cool. I'd love to have chickens at some point. But we would need a good, solid enclosure, and not just because of our own animals, but because there is a lot of wildlife around here. You didn't sleep much. You had a oh, no. So you took a half day, which amounted to you watching Little One all day. Well, yeah, but, you know, then you got to spend quality time with your baby, which is important. And you won't regret that, right? Oh, man. What am I going to do here? How much more of this do we have to do in, I don't want to have to keep cutting the yarn. And I don't want to have to carry it all the way around. Probably cutting the yarn is going to be the easiest thing. Hey, Blue Raven, what's going on? Yeah. Oh, you did a long park walk? I took the kids to the park on Saturday, Valiant, and we were, me and the boys were reading Heracrosses. Did you get did you get any reading done on Saturday?
Chicken attack!
What's up, RC? Brian was in here earlier. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. Yeah. I know. You'd think I would learn my lesson. Munchkin finally fell asleep in the stroller. It's been ages since that happened. Yeah, well, if you tire them out enough, you let them run around enough, a lot of times they just can't even fight it. And everybody slept real well on Saturday night for that reason, I think, because we were out walking around a bunch. We went to the park and we were, they were all outside and playing and riding their scooters and bikes and stuff. We need a new bike helmet for the eldest. Oh no, a little bare spot right there. Woof. Hobie, what's the deal? In before one of you says something about bare spot, I thought you were making a cat. I know there's some of you who are already typing that. Always sleeps well when he runs on his wheel a lot. Yeah. Hi, Redhead. Mine all stopped napping early, which is, that's karma. Because my mom says I didn't nap for very long. This is going to be huge. It's going. You love naps. Hopefully she will inherit that. Well, now I like taking them, but it's always been a problem for me because if I nap, then I'm going to be awake for way too long. And that, causes problems. Yeah, I just couldn't lay down and sleep in the middle of the day. So when I went to kindergarten, my teachers were like, hey, she's great, but she won't lay down and take naps. Uh-oh. Poop. We have a command here for when I have to frog. If you want to, you can use it. Exclamation point frog. Now I lost the end of this yarn. How is that possible so quickly? How? Did the end of this yarn become... What is the... Goodness gracious. I thought that looked like it was wrong, but the sneezing fit is trying to come back. Someone stop it. So I learned the hard way with Hubs's pillow. That you really kind of do have to tie these ends inside with this slippery velour yarn. I'm gonna have to do some surgery on his pillow. I might even have to take the whole border out. And like restuff it and everything. The question mark black pillow. Astro!
9, 9, 9, hey 9, 9, 9, 9, 9999, 9, 9, oi 9, 9ster, 9 litter, 9 amundo, 9, knee, 9, hi friend, huts.
Hello, Astro. How are you? It's lovely to see you.
Ooh.
You know, you would think I would have a special alert for 9-bit cheer, and I don't. Wouldn't you?
Ooh.
Robot Wizard! We're going to be oohing. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Robot Wizard. Thank you for the 9 bits, and the 9 bits, and the 9 bits, and the 9 bits, and the 9 bits. Astro, thank you very, very much, friend. I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you for 16 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 16 rubber chicken squawks coming your way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Thank you for the 45. But no, thank you for making me do math, Robot Wizard. My times tables. Seriously, Astro, I was just saying this because Science resubbed earlier for whatever it was, like 19 months. Yeah, and I'm like, how is that possible? And the same to you. How is it possible that it's 16 months? And it's also way longer than that, and it's also yesterday. Ready? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. $16. Thank you, Astro. I really appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot to me. I think most of you already are following Tom. Tom is amazing and provides some really fantastic quality edutainment. And I really mean that, you know, it's like very fun to be in Tom's channel. And meanwhile, he's also like sharing a love of space and astronomy, stuff like that with people. And you can't put a price on that. I mean, you can. And whatever that price is, people should pay it. Because what you do is valuable. If they can, and they're feeling like they want to. But I think Tom's great. That's 5 pieces of 9. You need 2 more for 7 of 9. Oh, I see. I hope you're having a great Monday, Tom. It's going pretty well. Except I am a little nervous because I can't find my favorite darning needle.
Ooh.
Thank you for the biddies, Robot Wizard. Yes, we love Tom.
Ooh.
I don't know how many of you were there when Tom was broadcasting during the... Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I know. Yeah. Masked Alaskan has been here quite some time, and I appreciate the heck out of you. That's Zico, in case you guys didn't already know that.
Why the heck? When the heck? Where the heck?
Darn.
Who the heck? How the heck?
I was talking with somebody about the difficulty of modern life with so much influence from the internet sometimes, right? Sometimes it can feel kind of overwhelming having so much input, and there is unfortunately a lot of negativity on the internet, unnecessary negativity. But then there's stuff like being able to witness that eclipse with Tom and see his reaction and be there in the chat with a bunch of other people who are also, awestruck by this amazing natural phenomenon and finding wonder in the world around us. And Tom does an excellent job of encouraging people to stay curious and share their love of things like that with one another. So, last time that was Papa Curbtron. Last time I saw Captain John, it was Papa Curbtron. That's a blast from the past. Haven't seen Papa Curbtron for a minute. Hopefully everything is going well. You're almost okay enough. KIRB, I think. Oh, absolutely. Agreed. Pandas, agreed. And again, I encourage those of you who are not already following our friend Astro Connect to do the thing. Here. Get shouted out, nerd. So many ends. Trying to make sure we don't have problems later. Almost done with this patch, and then I will be able to switch back to, easy peasy all black yarn. Kappa. Whoops. Watching someone enjoy their passion and see them experience something amazing was more fun to you than experiencing it yourself. Yeah. You were at work in California. You were able to see the eclipse thanks to AstroConnect. Yes. Rancer Pesh. It was cloudy here. Even if we had been in the path of totality, we would have had a very hard time seeing anything. So, you know, we're lucky. Yes, like I said, the internet has pitfalls, but we're lucky to live in a time where something like that is available to us. You know? Who? Papa Curbtron, Alaskan? Yeah. Yeah, definitely glorious, glorious locks. That reminds you need new little scissors. Hello, Miro. Thank you for the heads up about the ads. Welcome in. How was work? You have to hack away at the yarn like you're cutting metal with paper scissors. Oh my. I hope you had a good Monday, Miro. Whoops. Peas and rice. Work pulls you away. Lurkies, but chat soon, friend. Yes. I appreciate you. I hope we get a chance to do something fun collab-wise again sometime soon. And I know a lot of people are busy working during the day on weekdays and can't, you know, be active in chat. And if you fit that description and you're in here just listening to me while you work, I appreciate you. I work hard not to call lurkers out, but I do occasionally happen to see the list. And I'm always like, no way, that person is here just lurking and supporting. And I am actually going to call one of them out, not to try to get them to talk, but just to mention them because they popped into chat yesterday with a raid that came in when I was at the shop. And I want to talk about the person who raided as well. But I also just want to comment that I see people from other communities. I see people hanging out. And one person who is really awesome and decided to raid us yesterday, brought like a huge room full of people over, who's a fellow Women's Guild member and is just such a sweet and kind person, is Catatonia. And if you're not already following our awesome friend Catatonia, please do it. Like, even if you're not a gamer, like, it is just one of the most inviting and friendly and amazing places to hang out. Everyone in there is so genuinely nice. I've never gone in there and not had like just the most amazing, warm welcome and reception, and everybody just so friendly and talking to you. And you know, if you do want to play any of the games that Catatonia is playing, like, I don't think you need to be a player of the games that Catatonia is playing to enjoy yourself. There is what I'm getting at. But if you do play those games and you want help or just camaraderie, it is such an awesome environment for people interested in what she's doing specifically. And even if you're not, one of those people where you come in and you go, I'm here for you and for the community, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. I'm just happy to be in here. And Catatonia raided us with a massive, like, 150 viewer raid yesterday. And Quadraxis, which is Chris, who you hear often in voice chat with Catatonia, is amazing. And I know that Quadraxis 666, I know that Chris lurks a lot. And the fact that they choose to support here like that, by raiding or by lurking, any way that people support the channel, it is so appreciated. And they also were like throwing biddies at me while I was trying to talk to customers, which was hilarious. And Kat stuck around for so long after the raid. And I mean, I do that too when I can, but I also completely understand that people cannot a lot of the time. And you know who else, again, is here lurking? Probably thought that I wasn't going to get around to this. I can't because I've already done it. This person, here lurking, shouting out, talking about what we do, does a lot of shout outs for us. But especially when I pop into the channel, is always and forever just so incredibly sweet about what we do. Our friend Science. And we're kind of talking about maybe doing some collaboration. I'm not going to tell you what yet, but I'm excited for it. And we're going to work on that. And it might not happen until after Play Live season. But I really appreciate what they both do. Well, all three of them, because baby Alona is part of the team. But Lita and Ballant bring, again, extremely high value content to the platform. And they do it 7 days a week on top of their other professional obligations and their beautiful little family. And I know some of you thank me for taking the time to be here, you know, despite my many commitments. And I know they feel similarly, you know, that this is a pleasure. It's what we want to be doing. They have a passion for science and science communication, and their content is absolutely deserving of all of the support. And I'm so happy and proud to see them just crushing it in the front page carousel for like, I don't know how long now. I'm so happy that they decided to do that for those of you that unlocked that through Hype Challenge, because I mean, I can tell you from personal experience, we were on front page carousel for a month, and I will always highlight the positives. And the positive that I get from that I took away from that was, even if it's just a handful of people who find out that crafting, that the creative categories are a thing here, from finding us on front page carousel, that's opening up a whole section of the site to them, and maybe a bunch of other creators that they never would have found. And also a few of them talking about, I'd love to learn crochet. You're inspiring me. I'm going to try it. Even if it's only a half dozen people that we reach that way, that actually take action on it, that's better than none. And it is hard because the carousel does not necessarily equal actual engagement from a viewer, but it does put you up higher in the category, which is important for those of us who stream in the lesser known categories. We don't always get the same level of exposure. And so I'm super thrilled to see like Amish and Science and a few other people that we know still up there. And I just squandered our ad break. I just realized I squandered the ad break and I need to take a quick bio break. So I will be right back. But I was just talking during the ad break about the support. Hi, Nomi. How are you?
I'm a gnome.
Are you feeling a little bit better, maybe? I hope. Oh, Nomi. Nomi, my homie. I'm so sorry about your eye. But it sounds like you know what's wrong and there's a path to clearing it up. So here's hoping for a really speedy recovery. Everybody send Nomi hugs. Poor Nomi. Got an allergic reaction that turned into an infection, which is just the worst. It's like bad enough when you're uncomfortable and having a reaction, and then on top of it to get an infection that really stinks. But yes, one quick moment while I run to the restroom. I should have used the ad break for that. Bad time management, but you know, what else? got up there and I realized I was like, boy, I'm really feeling very hungry all of a sudden.
You're a real caffeine
New
junkie,
donation
aren't
on Ko-fi. Thank you for the support.
What? What is this? Hello? Who done it? No, I'm trying to log in. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. It's great. I had it on for a little while and then I took it off because people start getting wild and they want me to dance and then it gets warm. And then I'm like, get this off me. As comfy as it is. You know? As comfortable as it is. And I'm just going to say thank you. I think some people prefer, if you're like, why isn't she, you know, some people prefer to keep all of their support, some of their support, whatever. They prefer for it to be more of a background thing. And I happen to know some individuals prefer that people don't want or need any public recognition. And like I said, some people, that's a combination of those things. Like sometimes they're happy to do things that everybody gets to celebrate. But thank you for all of you for your amazing continued generosity. I can't do this without you. I cannot do the amount of it that I do without your help. And I will keep saying this over and over and over again. It starts with you being here. That is extremely important to me to highlight. We have a great time too. It doesn't hurt that we have a good time. And I appreciate when people are concerned about how much sleep I'm getting, but I guarantee you, I will say last night I struggled to wind down a bit afterwards, which was tough. But I could feel, I don't know how to explain this to you. I can feel that. I can feel it coming in the air all night. Hold on. I'm not gonna fall asleep until 3 in the morning tonight. Like, I've had insomnia all my life. All my life. Since I was a young child, I can remember having a hard time falling asleep. Once I'm asleep, I'm out. I am dead to the world, and I can stay asleep usually for as long as I'm allowed to sleep for. But and so I'm thankful for that, because I know there's people who struggle with both, and that is really rough. Like, if you have a hard time falling asleep and you have a hard time staying asleep, my God, I am so sorry. Because it's bad enough to have a hard time falling asleep, but then, woof. If your insomnia is like not only can't you fall asleep, but you can't stay asleep, my heart is, I feel for you. And I do try to take naps from time to time, and I do try to make up the deficit occasionally. And I understand that a lot of times it comes from a place of concern and love, and there's a way to go about it that some people who are here in the chat might be really good examples of, where there's a gentle reminder that it might be time for me to consider ending stream, and but then I don't feel like I'm being bossed around or treated like a baby, or like people get to tell me what to do as like an adult human, Miro. And I understand, I do, and it's true. We need to take good care of ourselves, and getting enough rest is part of that. I assure you, I get more and better quality sleep now than I ever did when I was in restaurants. Because I would come home from restaurants and I'd be up the same amount of time, and I would be just like physically completely wrecked, but completely unable to shut my brain off. And then I'd have to get up and do the mom thing with kids, and then go do it again, all night long the next night after, being with my kiddos all day. What's up, KT? How are you? So just seriously, thank you, because I make my own schedule. So if there's a day where I was up late the night before and I'm feeling like I'm really underslept and I want to end stream early, if I just say, hey, everybody, I'm feeling tired and like I could use a lay down, I'm going to end like half an hour early so I can go lay down before I have to go, to the school or whatever. You guys are all like, please do. Can you imagine if you tried to say something like that to your employer? Hey, I'm just tired because I stayed up too late last night, having the time of my life with people who support me and help my dreams to not be dreams. And so I'm going to go lay down for 45 minutes instead of staying until 5 o'clock. Like, can you imagine? That wouldn't be a thing. It's not, there are places where employers are more like that, but not in the States. We don't have that here. Yeah, you're fired. Right, exactly. Slowly opens Nine's package. Yeah, that's great, RC. I know there's exceptions. I'm just saying that typically our role as employees is like, nope, you have to do exactly what they tell you, and da-da-da-da-da. So it's awesome that I can have, this. Napping with your eyes open. Oh my goodness. There's the HR department, and the exit is that way, right? Yeah. Well, and that said, there are certain jobs where that is not. What is going on? KT is here. Dr. Ash. Stream. Very sussy. You're all here. Are you in Discord talking to each other? You may be in cahoots. For what? What's happening? I want to be in cahoots. Your team is very big on mental health. It's a purely mental job. If you can't think because you're tired, you can't work. Exactly. And also, it just leaves you open to being underslept, not getting enough rest. It leaves you open to coming down with infectious diseases and stuff, I wasn't kidding about I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You might. Wow. Wait, so do you all live near each other then? Because I know there's a family connection between KT and Sreem. And all three of these people, can we get a fancy shout out for KT, who we got to participate in a really fun event that KT put together. Oh, thank you for the MSO too. You all live in different states? How are you all together right now? That's so exciting. How fun. Are you at a conference or something like that? All three of them are awesome streamers. Stream does marbles and a lot of other stuff. But if you love marbles, You should definitely check out streams. And then KT. We did the Dream Duo competition. And I mean, you know, I gotta say, if I'm gonna lose to anybody, it was so much fun. It really was. And I was so impressed with everybody. And I had a blast. We need to fort again sometime. They came to visit you in Texas. This is gonna be huge. Oh, thank you, Miro. I sometimes struggle to have the project actually under the camera because I always have too many things going on my screens and I can't even see what you guys see. Hi, AZ. A friend of mine asked me if I could do a tuxedo cat plushie for her boss. We've actually known each other since before I had kids. I've known this person for like 20 years. Awesome friend. I can't believe it's been that long. And she asked if she could commission me. And actually, I might be staying with her in San Diego for TwitchCon because she lives in San Diego. So excited about that. I love you. And I appreciate so much what you do. It's not just the financial support, which is super appreciated, of course. It's your enthusiasm. It's you being here. Like I said, it starts with you guys being in here. And particularly for those of you who I feel like actually really enjoy what we do. And I understand that some folks would be more active in chat if they could. I'm not trying to make anybody feel guilty. Please do not take this the wrong way. But for those people who have the availability to be in here when I'm live and who make our community a fun place to hang out, and you absolutely are part of why people want to be in here. Because it's not just me, right? I'm the one who has to hit the go live button. Got a new suit recently made entirely of living plants. I wasn't sure at first, but it's grown on me. So get appreciated, nerd. I don't know if you guys are following Nomi, who does beautiful fiber arts, and you've done so much for our charities. Like, I'm not sure if you know how much all of that means to me. You get tons of, how do you go without so much sleep? You should sleep more. Fix your sleep. And you go, if I lay down on my bed, I will go out. You will hear me say I'm up until 6 to 7 a.m., but my day doesn't start till 12 p.m. And so long as the work gets done and any interaction between coworkers/teams is accomplished, my boss doesn't care how it happens and advises not to work weekends or outside work hours too. I'm glad you work for somebody like that, and I wish more employers would have that attitude. Yeah, we do have a project coming in, and I try to keep it. Oh, we're talking about the MSO, which is awesome if you have Seribot, for sure. And there's other fun stuff, like Ian was doing in the chat. Shares his hamster treats with snack. What's going on, AZ? I am making a tuxedo cat plushie. Mr. Magikarp. Are you any relation to Ms. Magikarp? We have like a 5-year-long follower named Ms. Magikarp who comes around pretty regularly. You're trying to survive a slow day at work. I am so sorry. That is always really hard. It's like, wow. Could it at least be busy so it'll go by faster? Yeah, I'm making a tuxedo cat plushie, but it's turning out really big. Look at it. This is like going to be like a hat. I had a tuxedo kitty. She was so amazing. Her name was Oddjob. Oh yeah, this is going to be bigger than a real cat. Are you serious? But like not knowing what I usually say or like quoting me. Why would you want to cook steak in a dryer? Wouldn't that be a fire hazard when the fat drips off? Seriously, did he say that without knowing that that's a thing that I say here? You tried to make Pokemon plushies, but you failed and abandoned. What were you struggling with, Mr. Magic Carp? If you want help, we're here. Hi, Kay. How are you, Kay? Dead serious. Same thing I said. Only knows you're the rubber chicken lady. Oh, my goodness. High 4.5 to Mr. Nomi. See, people? Ramona saw my notebook yesterday and she was like, Mommy, why do you have that on a notebook? And I was like, yeah, indeed. Indeed, young child. Indeed. I'm not sure if I could properly... I don't understand it either. Yeah. Now it's time for decreases. So funny. Oh, okay, so that sounds like wrong hook size, probably. Oh, thank you, Denitza. I really do appreciate that. And you're so awesome. And it was so lovely to see you in chat yesterday. Like Miro said, we had like so many awesome people from the guild. And again, here's Sareem in here and KT and Dr. Ash and now Denitza. And we got that amazing raid yesterday from Kat. And I feel rather fortunate to have such awesome people choose to spend their time in here. So thank you. And being in the guilds has been really amazing. I need to go pop into the Discord and get caught up. Are they planning on opening applications anytime soon? Anyone from the guilds know if they are planning on opening back up applications? Because I've had some people that have been asking. Denitza is really amazing at Fortnite. Speaking of Fortnite guildies. But again, another one of those people where I feel like if you end up in Denitza's channel, you'll be likely to come back no matter what she's playing, just because she is very, very friendly. Definitely very much a pro. Not only at games, but at streaming. I think I need to switch colors and then immediately do... Yes, decrease. Yes. Stream, are you gonna stick with the full-time streamer thing? What, like, I know it's a big step and it's kind of scary, but I don't know. I think that you're great at what you do, and if it's a thing that you can do and you want to, you should. Lots of people don't want to be full-time streamers, even if they're partnered and they do well. They don't want to put all their eggs in that basket, and I can also understand that, but it just made sense for us, for our family, for me to do this full time. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, that's where the decrease was. Anyone else who crochets ever do that? Just decide you're just like, well, I don't remember where I decreased last, so I'm just going to go back till I find the previous decrease. Because if it's invisible decreases, it's really hard to see where they are. I mean, you can if you know what to look for, figure it out. But this is black yarn, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn off raids, Miro. Huh. Okay, I have the right number of stitches. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but I have the right number of stitches. Yeah, this is huge. This is just the head. It's like big enough to be a baby hat. No, a tuxedo cat. I still didn't update that. And then I was in the middle of trying to make a new command, and then was just like, go live. $1,000 sales? Are you serious? Are you for real? Wow, let's go. That's so amazing. That's crazy. Danielle was the 1,000th. Amazing. That is so incredible. That's more than twice what they did last year, which is unbelievable. Because last year was a lot. That is so great. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, I'm a member of Team Moco Loco. It is a Twitch team run by siblings Devin and Derek on twitch.tv/MocoMade. And they have a Twitch team that's made up of a lot of different content creators, but many, many, many of us are crafters, artisans, artists, makers. Every year for their partner anniversary, they ask the community if they would like to provide some giveaway items to have a big partner celebration party, but they also like relentlessly promote everyone throughout it. And they really, really, really encourage people to go and buy things. And we've had a few sales here, which is great. I wasn't worried about whether or not we were going to get a ton of sales from this. I wanted to provide a giveaway item because I love them and I love what they do. So, and we did. People have bought things. And the code will stay active through the end of the month. It's Moco Peepee in my fourth wall, and also thank you, Mr. Magic Carp. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. It'll stay active through the end of the month. It's 10% off, excludes shipping, through April 30th. And I really love what they do. And you should follow them and hang out because it's fun in there. And everybody's very, very, it's like a really active, awesome networking spot, but also like way fun. And they really, some people And in this case, 2 people that are part of that are the broadcasters. It is an 18 and over channel. That is important to mention. Very much an 18 and over channel, but there are people who just have a way of being able to rally others, and they have that. They really have. They are really amazing at simultaneously encouraging and also being very real and encouraging people and being very real with them, trying to help people hold themselves accountable and get stuff done and accomplish things, but do it in a way that like actually makes sense. And I really appreciate them for that, because I think that sometimes it can be really hard to find the kind of advice and support that they offer, since most channels are pretty strict about, like, please no self-promotion. I would say the majority of Twitch channels are much stricter than we tend to be in Makers and Crafting. And the Mocos really just want to help people to find each other as broadcasters, but also, like I said, to make sales of their items. I waited to apply to their team until after I got partner, because I felt like they do a lot for people, and I knew that they would, and they did celebrate with us when we got partner, but I just wanted to make sure that they knew that I was applying for the right reasons, meaning I believe in what they're doing. I think they are fantastic. I'm happy to be on their team, and not for any reason of like any kind of personal gain. But at the same time, that's part of what teams are about, is helping support each other. And again, it's like why the Women's Guild is so amazing, and having guildies in here is so fantastic. And I've made some friends through the guild that I never would have made otherwise. And the same goes for being on Moco Loco. So that is wild. I can't believe it. I mean, and I can. I can believe it. But like, what a huge accomplishment. That's so awesome.
We got Bets a break.
Hi, Bets. Oh, Bets, I'm so sorry. We're actually just about to head out. Did we do the team? There it is. Hey, should we return the favor and read Journ? You know what? We'll read Journ. We will read Journ. We will read Journ. We will read Journ. But we have a teammate who's also been a friend for a long time, since before they became a Moco. And I would love to read them. Let's go. We're reading Mike. We are reading Canvas Monsters. We're reading Mike. We're gonna just kick his butt with our love. Please come with me on the raid. Please stick around and raid in with us. Mike is amazing. We have one of the, like kind of like with Brian, we like razz each other. But Mike is an awesome friend of the stream. You might see the Mike TV account in here sometimes. That's Mike's old account. Started a new account and is doing like sticker design and all this really cool stuff, and wants to get into animation, and joined Team Moco Loco not that long ago. And he is a really great friend of the stream. I love him. I love his family. His wife is amazing. They have some really adorable kiddos. He's a Lego fan, but he does sticker design and stuff like that, art and design stuff on stream. Please do something nice for yourselves between now and the next time I see you. The reason I was late for a stream this morning was that I took a very nice, long, hot shower, which I often do not allow myself to do because I'm busy and I have too many things to do and I have to quickly get in and get out of there. And I told myself it's okay if you're late to stream today because you need this. And it was great. And then I made myself food and I took my time getting on stream. So there you have it. I do practice self-care. I encourage you to do the same. It is important and you are worth it. Thank you, mods, for everything you do. Thank you for all the support today and last night. I love you. I'll see you over there. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.